All right. The garbage is out. It's in. Let's find a good spot. All right. This is a good spot. It's not windy. It's all right. Good evening, people. Welcome to Knightangel, Nightwalker 4. Today's adventure would be in Clove Lakes Park. Over there, we're going to be walking around dark passages or pathways that could be dangerous in some other way, and plus we're doing it at nighttime. So the footage I might capture today might not be able to be seen, or you won't be able to see it. So I brought along a flashlight to help us guide our way in case we do get lost in this labyrinth. Alright, so I already mapped out our route. We got a history lesson planned. It's going to be a fun night. So come join with me as we journey on. Being that I'm using a body camera, it is equipped with a flashlight, emergency lights, and everything else. It is a Sunday night. This walk should take us no more than 2 hours. So I'll just say maybe an hour up and an hour down. It depends, because we are going up to Victory Boulevard. We are leaving West Brighton just to get into the middle of West Brighton. When we get to the park, we're going to be hanging in these areas for like 15-20 minutes. My earbuds will be off and I will be quiet during the duration of that period. All right. We will be taking shorter streets, so they'll be desolate in some areas. Like, for instance, there'll be areas of this neighborhood that could be dark. There could be not. Some of them may be well lit. Some of them not. So, as we go on our journey, let's pop on some music and enjoy our walk. So we're going to hit this, and we're going to listen to some Taylor Dane on the way up there. Here's Elizabeth. This is the one way going down. Oh, good one. And remember, what I'm doing is do at your own risk. Huh. We just made the bus. Whew. That's cool. Hot Wheels. All right. When we get into the park, we're going to have to turn it on low. Let's pause for a minute. This corner right here, I think it's Delafield, right? Yeah, it's Delafield. This corner right here used to house a synagogue, which burned down years ago. This is what it looks like now with the synagogue gone. Once the synagogue burned down, they add more homes. Back in the day, I don't know when these homes were added, but they're still fresh and new. So, a little piece of history right there. There was a synagogue there. It burned down in the fire. I remember when I was working in the 122, when I was working in the 120, we stopped over here when we were in the 120, we did a detail over here. And even though they weren't friendly to us back then, but they're really open to us later on during the future. Now that we have HOW patrols, meaning house of worship, we're starting to get recognized by the Jewish community, and it's growing. And our love with the people, with the communities, are growing. So, working with our fellow guys in blue, sometimes it's hard. You can see things from both ends. As a civilian, you can see the ugly side. As a police officer, you can see the ugly side. Then you can see a brighter side. As we're hitting our mark, I'm going to turn on some music. I thought the walls were closed. Thought the that's a bench that I hit last week. Ooh. Terminate. All right, we're on the corner. Now is Clove Road and Forest Ave. As we get inch closer and closer to our destination, we should be able to walk through there undetected. All right. Here we are at the starting point of Clove Lakes Park. Remember, these parks are closed after sundown. So what I am doing, I'm doing it at my own risk. So here we are, part 2 of Clove Lakes at night. We're going to survey certain areas, park structures, play areas, landmarks of the park, and $22.40 since I entered. It is cold, so this is a children's play area, so and the reason why the light's off is for a simple reason. I can see better at night than I do in broad daylight. I got my phone. It's programmed to call 911 if any. That's not the stone bridge, right? So let's go down this way. Well, it's not the stone bridge because this is a wooden bridge. We're going silent right about now. Who knows? It might not even be this part of the park. There's nowhere to run. So, if something should happen, we have to stay and fight. All right. Here's a stone bridge. All right. You know, it's funny. This bridge is filled with ice and it's well lit. It's kind of funny though. And I could see cars in each direction. I'm not going to take my camera off my person, but if you could see this, it's beautiful. I can see my shadow. There's a non-service bus. I hear thunder, what sounds like thunder, and it doesn't sound like rain today. It is cold out, so my eyes are tearing. My eyes are tearing. I don't know if it's the weather but my eyes are tearing. I've been standing here for almost like the only thing to do now is to see if I'm being followed. All right. All right, we got a good clear shot of the lake. You know what? My camera got a night feature on it. So the night feature will help me see a lot of stuff. So look at it. Now, usually, if there is abnormal activity, my camera will be, actually, I got my earbuds on, my camera will be acting up. So, here's the infamous stone bridge before we get to the main part of Clove Lakes Park. Right now, we're right behind, not behind the armory as yet, but we're right between Martling and Clove Road. Well, we're between Forest Avenue and Martling. Cross streets. Cross streets. Cross streets. There we go. See, now we got a good, now we got a good picture of the, I'm not aiming high, but we're not aiming high, but good thing we brought the flashlight, because I just found myself a garbage can. Keep litter in its place, y'all. Alright. It should have been like 15 minutes we were standing there. No, those are rescue ladders. So if you walk on the ice and if you happen to fall in, that rescue ladder supposed to help the rescuer pull the victim out. Okay. See how the water breaks up? The water breaks up, so it makes the ice more vulnerable. So when you walk on the ice, in you go, baby. Quit laughing at me. We stumbled on a duck party. There are a lot of ducks there. Okay. There is some snow. Melting on the thing. All right. All right. This is a crazy idea. All right, here's the stone bridge. The second one. And this one goes to, well, that one ain't a stone bridge. This one goes up to I don't think it's safe to go up this way because my shoes aren't equipped to climb this. Okay. I do believe Slauson turns into damn it. Mm-hmm. All right. Here we are at Martling and Slauson, I think it is. Slauson and Martling. As you see that the streets are getting deserted and what time is it? All right. Clove Lakes Park. Operating hours is between 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. All right, so we got until 1 a.m. to climb through this park. But the park is immediately closed after sundown. I got a map, so all right. All right, here we go. All right. College. Mm-hmm. All right. Slauson Avenue and Clove Road. Well, Salton Avenue and Martling. So we just entered Martling. We entered at the Martling entrance. Like I said, there's no place to run. So I'm going to be quiet during the duration of this part. So, we're all walking along the backside of Clove Lakes Park. According to the map, we're right behind FD's dispatch station. Now, this part is supposed to be the dangerous portion of our trip. The dangerous portion of our trip. We are following the lake, so we know where we are. So I'm trying to keep a steady pace. What the hell's here? Look like they're upgrading the park. They're doing sections of the park by upgrading it. Yeah, those are pine. Looks like they're about to clear out this area. Alright, so generally, we're not breaking any laws. Because we're allowed to be in here until 1 o'clock. We're allowed to be in here until 1 o'clock in the morning. So it's not even 1 o'clock yet. All right. That way's out, so we want to stay down as possible. We know how to get out of here. We studied the park's design, so we know how to get out. I can still see Clove Road, so we're following it. And we're still along Slauson Avenue. Why is it making a strange ass noise? Okay, here's the scenario. We went the wrong way. Up was the right way to go. But now we're on this side of the park following the lake. Alright, that sounds like a foghorn. We should have went up. All right. Well, like I said, it's a labyrinth. It's a labyrinth of air walkways. So it's a labyrinth of walkways. So let me see. It's starting to get cold over here. There is I don't know if it's wise to use a bridle trail, but I'm not going to use a bridle trail, so I'm not going to do that. But we're on the opposite side of the lake. I think I see something. The hill is pushing me down here. I'm going downhill too damn fast. My footsteps echo throughout the park. My feet aren't heavy. So now we're on a lower level. Now we're near the lake. Here's the stone bridge that people have been talking about. See? Here is the famous waterfall that's coming from this stone bridge. Another rescue ladder. All right. All right. As you can see, this bridge is momentarily roped off. So we can't go across this bridge. But you can see snow and stuff on it. This is the stone bridge that people were talking about that was supposed to be haunted. Let's see. Well, I was saying that one night, it was a quiet mid-July summer. This is where it was seen. This is the stone bridge that he was talking about. He was hanging here, him and his friends, smoking a cigarette, and that's when he saw it. But it's kind of funny though. But according to the Parks Department website, how did this site become a park? William T. Davis developed on this site, adding a memorial. Well, we'll do it in sections. I'm not going to do it as of now because we got a lot to explore in the middle of the day, and there's a lot of ice in this section of the park. And really, you know what's funny about this? We are surrounded by naked trees. Surrounded by naked trees. So that means we could see everything. Well, you can't see it because the camera, well, you can see everything because I got it on night vision, and you see how quickly my camera gets all foggy. Whoa. Now, if you hit a certain object, well, we're right behind there. That's where we walked so far. There's benches here. So, legally, we're entitled to be here until 1 o'clock in the morning. But, folks, there are timestamps on these park entrances. And being that it's dark and it's not well lit, use caution. Just make sure your phone is set to 911 and that you can auto dial it. We are on the other side of the lake, so by the time we leave here, we still got another portion of the lake to cover, and it's up by the baseball field. It's pretty neat. Now, being that I messed up my trip, we're supposed to be top side. We don't supposed to be on the bottom. Now, we can do this. We can repeat the steps, but just go up the hill instead of down the hill. But this is not what we wanted. We got cars coming in, so that means there's people in here. Some people come in here for a romantic walk or a romantic getaway. I don't blame them for that. $23.16. We're over by the stone house. All right, so here's another stone, part of the stone bridge. Now, give it a minute. It'll fade to black. Urban Exploring Part 2. Now, I'm going to more stories I heard. The picnic area, which is not too far up this way, that was declared to be haunted too. If I claim to be out of breath, you know why. All right. Here is the picnic area. This is the picnic area. We still have the lights. Look how beautiful that is. There's some. Yeah. So we're at the Clove Lakes picnic area. I don't know what time it is exactly, but it's stamped on my it is stamped on my body cam. It is 23:28, and you see it is beautiful. All right, here we go. Brand new tables. So here we are, picnic area. You can't really see me, so from here on in, we're gonna venture out to Victory Boulevard. The screaming you hear is the police cars, emergency vehicles. They're roaming the street at night, so they're keeping us. What was that? If there's someone in here, I kindly identify yourself. We don't mean you any harm. We're just doing a documentary. Beep once for yes, once for no if you're life-threatening or harmful. Beep once for no, twice for yes. As they say in The Wizard of Oz, are you a good witch or a bad witch? Me, I think I'm a sandwich. That was kind of weird. Let's take a look. That's the reason why we got a flashlight, right? I think we found our predator. That's a deer. Yeah, that's a deer. So we found our ghost. So back into the darkness again, after being spooked up by a deer. Go in peace, fella. Nobody in here. I'm out here doing the same thing you are. You're scourging for food. I'm scourging for a cheap thrill. So far, we left the picnic area, and now we're moving on to the baseball field, going towards Victory Boulevard. We're still following along Slauson Avenue. Clove Road, we're still following along. We still got an eye of the beautiful hilltop view. I wish you guys could see this, but this view is amazing. This view, this hilltop view is absolutely amazing. So, we can't go to the playground section. One, because it's under construction. Two, there's no way of getting through it unless we walk around it. It's great having a camera, right? Let's see what time it is. All right. Again, we're going unscripted. It's 23:26. I can see Victory Boulevard ahead of us. We missed our mark again, but it looks like we're in the right area. We're not on top of Clove Lakes, following Slauson Avenue anymore. We should be alongside Little Clove Road, which also connects Victory Boulevard. To my left, I can see the basketball courts, and we're going to stop here for a minute. All right. Everything is being recorded for our safety. And the baseball field that we were talking about is up that way. That's where Little Clove Road is. Slauson turns into Toad Hill. I think the breaking point is after Toad Hill houses. It turns into Toad Hill. Who knows? We might grab that area next. Who knows what the future might bring for us? It's been a lovely ride. Would I do it again? Yes. I might be a senior citizen, but my mother and my grandmother, my grandparents and my parents deserve to walk the streets at night. It's relaxing. Leave the hustle and bustle of New York City behind. But now we're going in where the lights are on and no one's home, and this is our park. And as law enforcement officers, even if we volunteer, must keep it safe. So there you have it. Clove Lakes Park. It's not 3 o'clock in the morning, but it's fun. Well, let's say this, man. It's a fun ride. I mean, it really is. New York has it all. Buses running 24 hours a day. Now we stay inbound because this is why we did. This is how we designed the map. We designed a map to go to the skating rink. Because there's a skating rink right there. Usually, being that it's winter, there was to be a huge bubble around it. It keeps the ice fresh all year round. We can't get to it that quickly, but you can see it. It's the only area of the park that's lit up. If we could get in closer, we'll show you. There is a fence around it, so if we get closer to it, we'll show you what it looks like without the bubble on top of it. Little hill. They did this for the people could pay to get in there. But see? The ice skating rink. They did this for a reason. People have to pay to get in. And there you go. The ice skating rink. Every morning to mid-afternoon, it pumps in life where people could go over there and get entertained, relieve their frustrations by ice skating. If it's your thrill and ice skating is your bad, take in some ice skating. Why not? The season's not over yet. The season's not over at all. All right. It is. All right. All right. Here we are. Veterans. Veteran Memorial Ice Skating Rink. We had started out from Forest Avenue to Martling. From Martling to Victory Boulevard. Imagine how active this part of the park will be during the daytime when it's actually life flowing throughout from each part of the park. You can hear heavy duty machinery behind me. What do we got here? Joseph F. Merrill Jr. I probably butchered that name, but Company 1, 15 Infantry, U.S. Army, born August 21st, 1926. Staten Island, New York. Died April 18th, 1945. Loho, Germany. Probably butchered that name too, but forgive me for that. Awarded the Medal of Honor for a willingness to sacrifice his life so his comrades could go on to victory. Harry S. Truman. Least we forget. And you know what's funny? Those are words to live by, and we should live by that example. They fought for what they believed in. Even some of them didn't want to join the military or not. At least they died for what they believed in. America's democracy was based on freedom, not hostile takeovers. Now, in the words itself, land of the free, home of the braves. Now, our forefathers latched onto something, and it was something good. And they knew they had something good. You can't leave out Native Americans out of their land. You got to give them peace of mind. When Americans established the 13 colonies, our Constitution was here to protect our rights. And they have been for many years. So, our act of freedom isn't to be, how'd you say, hostage from our government. Our government was designed to help us. That's what it was designed for. To help us when we need something. Right now we're outside the park, so we're totally fine. So let's say this. See, we can't walk through there because it's all blocked off because they are upgrading. So, this part of the park we can't re-enter because due to the orange netting that is around the whole entire park, due to the orange netting that's around the whole entire park, they're probably doing upgrades to it. When I was a kid, a little tidbit about myself, and if you made it this far in the video, little tidbit about myself. When I was a kid, I was always afraid of the dark. Lack of sleep did me in. So, staying up after midnight, I got used to it, so it stuck. So here I am, walking around here aimlessly at night, giving you the 411 on what it looks like at nighttime. Pathway closed. This is it. I mean, my life started working at night because I couldn't sleep at night. I slept more in the day than I did at night. So this is where I am. This is where I chose to be. Some call it vampire syndrome. Some call it graveyarditis. The bewitching hour. Norbert Leesburg, Pinnacle Garden. So I'm not going to go up to Silver Lakes because Silver Lakes is part of this beautiful piece of landscape. But I tell you one thing, Silver Lake will be my golden ticket. I'm going to turn my camera off. Get a cup of coffee and walk back home. I deserve it. Let's do this. All right. Let me see. There supposed to be covers here. Let me see. And there they are. Right in front of my face. The only thing I don't like about these covers is that they're messy. Oh wow, they got little caps on them. That's good. Goody, goody, goody. I don't know how much it is, but let's see. Oh, 3 for $4. I should get one. Well, steak and cheese. All right, get 2 of those. May I get 2 steak and cheese?
Yes. Take it. Whatever.
Oh, I could take it?
Yeah.
All right, now take it, then walk out, right? All right. I didn't know that. Thank you for letting me know.
They have a spatula, they have a glove, they have a holder, everything there.
Oh, that's great. Thanks. Thank you so much. That way. All right. All right. Now we grab 1, 2, and there we go. All right, I'll take out the 20.
$5.98.
There you go. Huh.
Here you are, brother.
All right, thank you so much. You have a wonderful night.
Same to you, sir. Actually, I'm leaving now.
That's good because I start the night shift. I work the night shift, and
Oh, you start?
I work for security,
Okay.
and I do the overnights too. And I know how brutal it can get. Well, you have a good night. See, people are nice. Right, I got some dinner. Now what I want to do is find a nice part of the park to sit in and enjoy my stuff.
Wait.
Is it comical?
Wait.
You wait. These are definitely good. These bakery sticks are top notch. They want to make sure nobody goes in. See, I do overnights, and I can relate. Wow, the macchiato is not that bad. You know what? I call this the Great Lawn. The Great Lawn, I call it. Because that lawn was what makes Clove Lakes beautiful at night. Paper. Those spices, man. Stonehenge, New York City Parks Department, 1150 Clove Road. Now, between Silver Lake Golf Course and Clove Lakes Park, many people get that confused because Clove Lake's got an acre, Silver Lake got half an acre. Wow. When I had a car, this is where we went to hang out. Mm. 7-Eleven, good coffee, reasonable price. Now, we're following the path of the 53. Usually the 53, it does run all night, but it doesn't run sporadically like it normally does. $1,100. Let's see. I can't get the address, but it looks like it's 1,100. So right now we're on Clove Lakes. Well, we're walking beside Clove Lakes. Traffic is moving quite gradually. Every other minute I see a car coming by. So we're walking along Clove Lakes Park now. Let's see. Let me see what time it is. All right. All right. Now it's time for people to come out at speed. 23:55. It's almost midnight. I'll check the footage to see what time I left the house. I should be the only one out here. I should be the only one out here. Emblem Health. Huh. All right, man, you're taking me to a point of no return. Whee! Well, that's it for Clove Lake Park. It happens to be a nice night out tonight. Really is. All right, now we're at 1000. We're at 10,000 Clove Road, crossing Bard Avenue, Beeman Avenue, and Clove Road. Traveling north on. We'll be passing the cemetery in about 5 or 10 minutes. Not even. I did see lights. It scared the fuck out of me. Remember last week we went through that part of the graveyard? Now we're not. But we're in the area. We are between two cemeteries. Both sections are owned by St. Peter's. My grandmother is buried in that one, and my half-brother must be buried on this side. We'll just look for an angel with a broken wing. Clove Way? No way. I've been living here for 50 fucking years. There's no way I ever noticed it to be Clove Way. Yes. I have fear, a very bad case of fear. As a child, I was afraid of the dark. How I conquered that fear is I am wearing the right kind of hat. FBI, full believer in Jesus. Now, if you're not a believer in Jesus, you shouldn't be breathing right now. Because being in his shadow, it's awfully blessed and comforting. Don't walk away from. Their driveway is more scarier than the freaking street itself. Artists, or should I say Artis Memorial, a Staten Island monument company. And I thought that was the bus, but not a service. I'm not gonna get my jacket dirty. I had fun for a meme. Maybe next time. Let's see. Wow, look at that shit. You can see the lake right there. It's beautiful. I mean, you can't deny it. You can't deny how beautiful it is, though. It was debunked. See, this is what it means to have a trusting cemetery. Their gates are wide open. See, now look all the way in the back. The lights gleaming off the headstones as we walk by. See, the lights are glimmering. Wow, look at that sky. Wow, that's nice. Yeah, there's a car crossing the Martling Bridge over Clove Lake's section of the park. But look at that. The FD Tower. And look how desolate the streets are. Look at it. As I walk down here and I look behind me. You got the cemetery on both sides. Tell me that ain't scary. I mean, tell me it's not scary. I dare you to go in. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. Those eyes. No, those are not eyes. That's Poke's tail. Those are eyes. No. Look how empty it is. It's like a ghost town out here. This is like a part of the Purge franchise waiting to happen. Imagine carrying that thing if you were Jesus. No, Jesus was wood, not stone. Yeah. Sunrise, sunset, July 11th, June 17, 2014. Oh, somebody was probably struck here by a car. Lord, may they rest in peace. I didn't know that. Wow. Amazing things you don't see when you're driving. So probably a kid got hit by a car here. And they're memorializing him by marking that territory. Yeah. See, there's a light down there, but that light indicates either those lights down there indicate candles. I'm going to go in here and I'm going to show you. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. There's a blue light on the left, and there's a amber light on the right, And there's a red light right there. Now, these lights, I should get one from my grandma and my mother's grave site. Now look how beautiful this is. Now look how beautiful this is. Ain't that an idea? That's an idea. Somebody was freshly buried here. Could have been today. Could have been. Mind if I borrow this? My hands are greasy. All right. Yeah. Well, it's not long, so yeah. Well, now we're reaching the parking lot of the zoo. So now we're passing Staten Island Zoo. Most of us grew up going to the zoo. There's a car in there. So people are probably parking there after hours. I think my back is starting to pull out. Sim 35. You know what I'll do? I'll go down this way, go through the park again. Go to the bathroom and then exit out the other side of the park. All right. I do got until 1 o'clock, so. I don't want to repeat performance, but when you have no choices in the matter, then you run out of options. We'll stay close to the outskirts of the park. All right, let me see. Is there should be an entrance. Yep, there it is. Is it? If I do it, it's going to be risky, but I should see if I can find a path. Yeah. There we go. There we go. All right. Ain't it great to be surrounded by a park? All right. We'll stay on the outskirts of the park. Well, we're on the park now, but I don't want to walk through here, but now I don't have a choice. Now we got a weightlifting workout station. Look at that. This is like the peaceful part of the park. I mean, so we're back in the first part of Clove Lakes Park. If we break it down into sections, we got the first part, we got the second part, and at the end it's the third part. And where's the stone bridge at? Do we see any lighting over there? We're behind a church. We'll be out of this park. We'll be out of this park 15, 20 minutes. I've been walking through the park one day in the very, very month of February. All right, we're going back to where we started. It's pushing me back in. You can see my shadow. Early spring. All right. Here's the crossroads. We are going back in. We're supposed to be going out that way. How the hell we get forced in here? Oh, well, I tell you. Oh, well. We'll walk through this way until we find out. That's it. Till we find our way out. And we'll continue to walk this way. All right, here we are. Here's the crossroads. Nice, we get lost in Clove Lakes Park again. All right. I see Forest Avenue. Actually, this is flat land. We could walk through this way. I see the corner of Forest Avenue and Clove Road. So what we're going to do is we're going to walk through this part. But we got to be careful because actually, let's do that. That's the way we could see our way out. Ooh, scary. Whoop. Watch out for that. Ooh, scary. This is supposed to be an easy walk through here. Oh well, here we are. We're at the playground. All right, we're at the playground. As you can see, it's fenced off. Whee! Thee. We're looking at the ground like this, right? See? Remove valuables from your car, lock your doors. All right, that was weird. My holy shit. Now, we could do two things. We could go from which we came.
Wait.
We could go back up to Elizabeth. All right, there we go. 48. I didn't believe how far we walked. We've probably been out here for 3 hours. Another half an hour by the time we get home. Three hours. Wow. If I had to stay in the house for a week, I would definitely be flipping out. Oh. Free. Couch looks nice though. All right. Things do look weird at night. It's kind of scary, but it does look weird at night. Joe's Minical Locksmith. Okay. Well. All right, my phone been going off like crazy. Is that? All right. Somebody send me a text message. Mama Bear. All right. I will set another trap underneath her dresser. What dresser? The wooden one or the cardboard one? I'm on my way now. I'm on my way home now. I'm back at the corner of Elizabeth and Forest Avenue. I should be a half an hour out. We probably have a family. Well, we're at a Cove Lakes Park after diving back in again because I had to look for a bathroom. So now we're on our way home, and it's been one hell of a night. And may I remind you, it's unscripted. So there's no script involved. We just point, shoot, and talk. They really did a nice job with this property, though. I mean, it used to be a synagogue here, and now look at it. The land has better use now. Those sensors make me jump, man. Well, they're doing their job, that means. Cup of coffee, nice long walk. I probably lost like 35 pounds already. Let's see. Before we end it, that's cute. Pulsating lights. Runs on a sensor every time you walk by it. All right. Before we end it, all right. Coffee to go. The original coffee to go. It all started in 1964 when a Long Island store owner tuned speed and convenience into a care for the morning monster inside us all. Cheers and thanks, Brewstar. You, brew you. I probably butchered that too, but forgive me. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Those thunder sounds we hear, those are planes. And I am not taking a plane. So yeah. I'll do that same trick like I did the last time. I'll put a piece of cheese on a trap. That's all. Oh, here, keep on farting again. See, that's the right idea. Have a camera right here in the opening where you can see the lot. That's a good idea. It probably prevents break-ins. This part of the block seems to be making me nervous. Definitely making me nervous right now. Like, I mean, I still have my flashlight. Let's see, I got my flashlight still, and I finally put it on the right way. Oh, we got the Outback thing going on. What is that, roaming house? Seems like we got a lot of them on this block. All right. Yeah, it's a 53. All right. Castleton Avenue in Elizabeth. Oh, here we are. Oh, they got the new car out. That's awesome. One 2 got their car out. That is awesome. I need a picture of that car next time I go to the precinct. I swear. All right. Yeah. All right. Here, we reach the end of our night tour. If you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching Nightwalker a trip to Clove Lakes Park. Until then, until next time, I'll give you a brief tour of West Brighton houses as we undergo our renovation. Peace and love. Have a good night. I mean, it's still got over here. They got electricity. They got electricity going through the bungalows. So okay. There we go. All right. So that means it's coming in all choppy. So all right, we are done. Yep, everything's closed. Because when we come back home, everything's closed. Always put litter in its place.